Hey everybody, it's Jenny, and I am here with you today to share how I planned this week in my Classic Happy Planner. There's a look at last week, which was totally unusual, but yet ridiculously awesome. Like, the color palette is so pretty, and I'm so excited about it. Anyway, I am going to use an older Planner Society kit this week. This is one that came out in the spring, and she had felt like it was spring colors, and to me it just shouted fall. And so I saved it. I didn't even actually open so many of the elements because I was so busy saving it. But anyway, not the point. See, look at that. I can't even get the bag open. I'm not even sure I opened the bag because I was like, I'm going to save that. Anyway, not the point. So I'm just going to flip through and show you some of the elements that you can see that I'll be working with, and then some of the elements I won't be working with because they don't really necessarily go in this particular planner, but I am looking through them nonetheless. Those are actually sticky notes, so I was kind of looking at them to see, like, could I use them as stickers instead? See, look at this. I really legit never opened this package because I just put it in my closet thinking, okay, I'll use this one for fall. And truth be told, I'm super excited I did. That's a little spoiler for the end because I actually end up really loving this week. Anyway, not the point. Going to start with a decorative sticker up there in the upper left-hand box. I knew that I didn't have a ton going on Monday, and so I could add a little bit of decoration right there. Of course, I laid it down crooked because what else would I do? So I'm going to try laying it down again, and it still ends up being a little bit crooked, but it's a little less crooked than it was before, so it's better. Long story short. Anyway, I layered on top of it one of those little quarter boxes so I could add a small activity. I wanted to not hide the fact, but sort of make it a little less obvious that the full box doesn't fit in my full box, and the little quarter sticker layered with it totally helps that. And I had an activity, so it all works out okay. So now I'm going to use these stamps to make a header for my to-do list. These are the ones that came with the kit, and they are the standard, not so great quality stamps. And I'm saying that not because I really care, it doesn't really make a big difference, but when you see me prime it on the back of my hand here in a second, I inked it up first because I kind of forgot that I should prime it first. But when you see me prime it right here on the back of my hand, I just wanted you to know that it wasn't one of the super high quality photopolymer ones that don't require any priming to get great quality out of there. So, but see, it looks fine. Using the right ink and priming it a little bit makes it almost as good. So now I'm going to continue my journey of stamping this week, and I know you're thinking that was super cheesy. It totally was. But anyway, I'm going to stamp that in its entirety. Then I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to just ink up a couple more boxes. Now last week I used this stamp and I used it just like the 5, and it really just wasn't enough slots for me. I needed a couple of more. So I decided I would add a couple extra since I do sort of mentally prepare a to-do list in a full box. Why not add a couple? Even if they end up staying blank, it's all right. Or I could even cover them with a sticker if I end up with so many activities I don't even know what to do with myself. This cell phone is one of my favorites, especially for like call/meeting type things that I have. So right there I can write the information inside the phone. I love it. It's so cute, and it's really a great size for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a clipboard for my to-do list this week, on Tuesday, not this week, because obviously it's not a weekly to-do list, it's a daily to-do list. And I'm going to end up using one of these to-do little headers for that one. These colors, they're throwing me off a little bit because they're not my usual, especially like the muted and more army type green colors. But if you want to know the truth, I actually don't hate them, which is weird because I would ordinarily tell you, yes, so not my thing, blah, blah, blah. But I decided that I would just give them a go. Anyway, I am using that half box sticker right there to write in an activity, and I'm trying to really be super mindful about my needs this week in terms of, like, do I only need to write a couple of little things? So a quarter box will do. Do I have more info? I might need a half box, so forth and so on. I just am trying to make sure that I'm utilizing the stickers in the very best way because I do anticipate using this kit again not only like this, maybe in my classic planner, but also in my memory planner as well, since I do have the patterned papers. Though, truth be told, I actually really kind of want to use them as my traveler's notebook. I'm really having a hard time deciding which way to go with all of this. It's just all so confusing. Anyway, moving on, I forgot about an activity for Monday before I started planning Tuesday, so I'm just stamping that box right there. It's totally crooked, but if you want to know the truth, it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers some other people looking at it going, oh my God, it's crooked, drives me crazy. Yeah, if it's really bad, it makes me cringe a little, but this is pretty minor, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. That's the type of box that I really like. It's got plenty of room to write, just like the one that I used on Tuesday, and both of those are from Sweet Stamp Shop, in case you are wondering. So see right there, there's where I ended up putting in that to-do header for Tuesday. Sometimes I just have to come back and revisit these things and think about them a little bit further. Now I'm going to add another decorative sticker to Wednesday, and I know what you're thinking. What, a decorative sticker in the middle of the week? Are you crazy? No, I just decided to go with it because you know what? I can cover that up totally with like a quarter box or a half box if I need to write in an additional activity, but it's not even necessary right now because I don't have that many things on the schedule for Wednesday. Now I'm going to cover the extra part of that box with a little bit of this dark washi tape. It's really pretty and I really wanted to use it, and so I decided to just put that right there to not drive me crazy that they don't fit 100%. Now also using one of those little check boxes, and I decided to let the little tail spill over into the washi tape. Now these little Tombow brushes, they're my favorite for this type of planner. The tip is a great size to be able to actually write in this planner. I love the dual brushes, but I have to write a little bit bigger than I'm comfortable with, and so those don't really work as well for me in the classic planner when I have a lot of things going on. But these brushes that I'll link you up to in the bottom, they're like $3, $4, $5 for two. So I highly recommend, if you're even remotely interested in learning to brush letter, that you use those or give those a try because they just have a really good size and they're very, very easy to work with. I stamped that full box, well, sort of full box, down at the bottom for that baseball game. I wanted to have it stand out, and like I told you already, I have plenty of room in that middle box should something come up that I need to add, since I can totally just add a sticker right on top of that. Now for Thursday, I'm going to continue with my planning. I had to refer back to last week. I don't know why Thursdays really get me because I feel like there should be like 15 different things going on, and there rarely are, and so I'm just always a little bit confuddled and need to refer back to the following week. Now this is an older stencil from Scraptastic Club. She doesn't have it in the shop anymore, I apologize. It's really a good one to use for my little lists, as you can see right there, and I did add a couple of extra lines simply by lining up the bottom one again, and then I was able to just add a couple of more lines fairly seamlessly. I wanted to use the stencil because I'd already used the stamps and the stickers, and I was sort of craving something a little bit different, so I pulled out that stencil again, which was really fun. And then I stamped another box, so all of you stampers should be very excited with all of the stamping I have going on this week. And if you want to know the truth, I'm really excited about it too. It all came together so well. I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm just surprised by how much I love it. Now you can see that I added my activity right there in that box, and I'm also going to just add these little stickers for decor too. I don't know why I felt so inspired. I guess I just saw them sitting there on the desk and I thought, why not add a little hummingbird, right? Now I'm going to add one of these stickers up into the top just for decoration, just to make it stand out a little bit. And I didn't want to use the washi again because I wanted something a little bit more thin. I've told you before and I'll tell you again, I love the strips. They are perfect for me. A roll of washi is always way too much in terms of decorating. Now I do use them for other tasks around the house and those types of things, but for decorating, I'm always super tired of the design unless they're really, really basic long before I use the entire roll. So those stickers that come with like a few little sheets, those are so perfect for me. Adding a little bit more decoration to my to-do list because, let's be honest, who doesn't love to make our to-do lists a little bit more fun instead of just making them completely mundane and boring? Now I'm kind of skipping ahead. Again, I don't know why. I guess it's because my Fridays have been characteristically pretty boring in the past, and so I'm kind of forgetting to add some activities, which is fine, no big deal. I can completely go back to that, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Now I've added an activity for Saturday, and I want to not only add the rest of the activities, but also add a little bit of decor as well. So I'm going to now go back and finish up Friday. I couldn't even begin to tell you why I don't know. I can't. Anyway, half box for the football game on Friday night, which just makes me very excited because we're getting later into September and chillier nights and all that fun. Now you can see I added 2 of those decorative boxes, living on the edge, am I right? On Saturday and Sunday, and I knew that they would be really fun there. I didn't want to leave the big empty space that I often have on the weekends lately since I don't have so many activities there. So I thought it would be really fun to layer those together, and truth be told, I love the end result. Also a little bit more of that really pretty washi down at the bottom of Sunday, Saturday, and Friday, and I'm smitten. I'm loving this week how it came together, and I'm feeling really, really excited that I left this kit for fall because it just feels perfect to me, and I'm really enjoying it. And it grew on me certainly because when it first came, I wasn't too sure about it, but now I'm sold. I really like it a lot. Now I'm going to use one of these little push pin stickers. I could have used a stamp because I have some push pin stamps, and this one doesn't even perfectly match, but I really wanted to use it. I love the scale and it's so cute. And then these practice and these game stickers, I hadn't gotten a chance to use those yet either. And so I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and add those to some of the other activities I already have written down. And then also the Saturday activity I need to add because you know what, they're just stinking cute and I like using them, and that's good enough for me. Now, I don't know exactly what time my son's practice is, so I always just leave those a little bit blank. It'll jog my memory in the future to write that down once I do know when that's coming up. So I'm pretty much finished for this week. Thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate you. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up, and if you have questions, leave it in the comment box below. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.